Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and I had a couple people asking me to bring back Little Prince, so I decided to revive it. I have Little Prince back in the meta. We are going to be playing Mortarbait, and I made a little bit of a different type of deck to use with Little Prince. So we are running Evo Firecracker, because I'm just not a big fan of Evo Knight. I personally don't like it. And I feel like with Little Prince, because it can get taken out quite easily with all the like lightning and the fireball that's in the meta, having that extra ranged card is nice. And we're also running Valkyrie because that gives us a little bit of extra defense. And you know, we're gonna get some wins here. I think we're up against Hog EQ, which sucks, or like Royal Hogs EQ, which really is not good for me. That is like the worst possible matchup that I can think of going against right now. But you know, that's okay. We're gonna make do. I'm gonna play the Firecracker here. Hopefully he doesn't pop that ability. He does, but actually I don't think that's going to get on my tower. Maybe it will. Okay, that sucks. That's okay though, we'll take it, whatever. He's going to play the Hogs there, so I'm just going to Fireball here, and then that should all get defended quite easily. I think he'll get a couple little bites there, but nothing too crazy. And then we can play the Skeleton Barrel on the counter push. He's going to have to Royal Delivery or play the Cannon, and then maybe I could go for the Mortar right here actually, just because we'll have the Skeletons down for a second, and that'll make it a little bit more difficult for him to kite. He does get the Queen down in time, so that's too bad, but we can just wait a second. I think I want to play my Valkyrie in a sec here. Who's also surprised we got Benny uploads 2 days in a row? Like, I'm on that grind. It is a brand new Benny for you guys right now. Okay, what do I want to do here? I think I need to start the Little Prince in the back, just so that he can't play the Royal Hogs really easily into that lane. He might change it up, doesn't look like he will. I'm just going to Fireball again. Realistically, we need to keep as much damage down as we can, and I think I need to start to cycle my Firecrackers a little bit more. That's going to be very helpful for our damage that we get in this matchup. We'll play the Skeleton Barrel here, and then, ooh, that was a really good Evo Cannon. I'm gonna start the Firecracker in the back here, and then because he played the Queen in the back on that side, I'm just going to go ahead and Evo Mortar onto this lane. It's probably not going to get a lot just because he can Earthquake, but that's okay. And then I'll just split the Goblin Gang here. Hopefully we can catch that Evo Ice Spirit. We do get the Mortar lock, which is huge. And then let's play the Skeleton Barrel there just to get that going. Maybe I could log here. I'll play the Valkyrie actually, because then he can't play the Royal Hogs into that lane. And let's get another 3-card cycle going here. So I'm going to start the Little Prince in the back. Whenever I'm playing against Royal Hogs, I really like to play the Mortar into one lane, and then I like to play all of my defensive cards into the opposite lane. So that's something that I do like to take advantage of. Let's play the Evo Firecracker here, and then let's go for a Skeleton Barrel. And then let's keep the Evo Firecracker alive, because that's really, really important. And then we are going to get the Skeleton Barrel onto the tower. I don't think we're really going to get much out of it, but that's okay. He's going to Evo Cannon there on defense, but we do get some nice damage onto the opposite lane tower. He just Earthquaked, so now I'm going to play the Goblin Gang into the opposite lane, and we'll Skeleton Barrel into this lane. We're getting some really good damage here. I think we're outcycling him a little bit, which is good. I can just Fireball and Log here. Not the greatest elixir trade, but not a big deal. We've made up a lot of damage, but we do need to get something big here. So let's get that 3-card cycle. I'm going to start my Little Prince in the back, and let's Firecracker into the opposite lane actually. We'll get another Skeleton Barrel going. He just went for the Earthquake, so now I'm going to go ahead and just play my Evo Mortar here. And then let's keep the Little Prince alive as long as we can actually. Try to get that 3-card cycle to help us out a bit more. There is the Royal Delivery plus the Earthquake. He's going to play the Evo Ice Spirit. I'm just going to Firecracker right here. And then we'll play the Skeleton Barrel into this lane again. Ooh, he just used his log, so maybe I can get away with doing like a Goblin Gang right here to keep that pressure up. That Firecracker should splash onto the tower in the opposite lane, which is really helpful as well. And then, realistically, it might come down to Fireball cycle. Actually, if I can get an Evo Firecracker lineup here, we are going to be in a really good position. So I'm going to Valkyrie here. Let's get the Skeleton Barrel going. Really good Evo Cannon by him, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep playing the Mortar into the opposite lane. Let's go for the Little Prince ability and then do this. And then, ooh, if we could have got that lineup a little bit better, we would have been in a really good position there. But we do get some great damage onto that tower. And we have a solid counter push there. I'm going to log. I guess we didn't really need to, but that's okay. Let's get another Mortar down, get the Goblin Gang into this lane, and then, oh, we got the Firecracker shot on the tower. That's huge. Okay, that's actually massive. We just need to make sure that we don't take any more damage, and then I think we could actually win this, because we can just get a Fireball onto the tower. I'm going to log here onto this lane, and then let's get a Firecracker here, and then okay, what do I want to do here? Let's use the Mortar to pull. Do I want to Fireball? I think I have to Fireball the tower here, unfortunately, so we'll do that, and then let's go ahead and log. Oh, that was a really good Evo Cannon. It's going to be so close. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we won that. Honestly, we probably should have fireballed the Royal Hogs, but we do get the win against a really tough matchup. Holy crap. Alright guys, next matchup. Now, after consulting the instant replay, you know, I went up to the review booth, and I realized that I definitely did need to fireball in that last matchup. He was able to cycle to a second earthquake, so even if we had fireballed the Hogs instead of the tower, and you know, got those Hogs down and they didn't get any damage whatsoever, we still would have been in quite a bit of trouble, because the earthquake plus his logs would have been enough. I don't know why I just played the Goblin Gang there. That was completely pointless, but that's okay. This guy's deck is a little spooky. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit afraid of it, but that's okay. I'm just gonna Firecracker here, I think, and then let it take out the princess. It'll probably go down as well, but that's okay. I'm okay with that exchange. And then, because we have the little prince, realistically, we need to really utilize our little prince, so we need to make sure that we're starting it in the back, and we're really just taking advantage of it, because the little prince is one of those cards that if you know, you can't just throw it down reactionary. You need to kind of build up the foundation to let it succeed. You know, you have to give it the opportunity to do well. So we got that. Oof, the boss bandit is just going to slam through my little prince though. That's too bad. The good thing is we do have the spear goblins there, and then I'm just going to play the Valkyrie right here to pull that towards the middle so both cannoneers can fire on it. It just has so much HP though, man. It's just absurd. Please take it out. Okay, good. And then I think I'm going to play Skeleton Barrel here, because technically he used like 8 elixir on that. Obviously, I think that, like, I don't think we're up in elixir by a lot, but just maybe get a little bit of chip damage, which we do there. And then I guess his Dark Goblin will get 1 or 2 hits, but that's okay. I'll play the Mortar now just because I think we're cycling pretty well. Okay, he is cooked. Let's go ahead and just log here. And then, oh, if we would have caught everything, that would have been perfect. Crap, okay. We got to get the Goblin Gang here. We're going to take some damage, I think. That's too bad. Man, we just kind of sold a really good lead. We still have the lead, but we could have probably taken advantage of it a little bit more. I think we'll get some damage here again, though, so that's good. And then, what do I want to do? I guess I'll Little Prince right here. And then let's get the Valkyrie. We will take some damage from the Dark Goblin, but it's not the end of the world. And then I guess I just got to fireball this. The good thing is we do have the Evil Firecracker, so I'm going to try to use that for a lineup. He's probably going to play the Boss Bandit. There it is. I'm going to Defensive Mortar here just to make sure that we 100% are safe. And then let's go ahead. We'll just log on this side. And then I will play the Valkyrie here. I think we'll take a little bit of damage on that side, but that's okay. I'm not super worried about that. We got to get the Skeleton Barrel down. Oof, okay, hold up. That almost went horribly. And then let's play the Mortar here. Okay, I got a Fireball here. Honestly, this all went wrong when we logged those frickin' rascals, man. Ooh, okay, he played the Goblin Gang, so we can just log this, keep the Mortar alive, and then let's get rid of this princess here. And then I think if we just keep cycling, if we can go for a Skeleton Barrel, he's going to play something to counter. And then if we can get an Evil Firecracker lineup, that would be perfect. Oh, crap. Okay, Firecracker, please don't sell us. We were able to catch the princess with the Little Prince as well, which is really good. And then I will play the Mortar here, but oof, this is not an ideal situation. Let's pop the Little Prince ability to keep the Evil Firecracker alive. Oh, let's go. We got the lineup because he popped the ability, so that's going to be a win. Let's give him a good game. Give him a good luck. We almost sold that one as well, but let's go on to the next matchup. I'm curious if anybody else is super excited about the Oblivion remake. I know I am so hyped about that. I downloaded it last night, played it for a little bit, got slammed, but got to reminisce on some childhood memories. I'm curious if any of you guys were equally as excited about it or not. This guy, oof, what is this deck? Oh, this is so going to be like E-Golem or Golem. Oh, I hate this. That, honestly, guys, E-Golem and Golem are like, what? Hold up. Oh, this might be Graveyard or Balloon, I'm thinking now. Oh, no, this is, no, if this is E-Giant, that's really weird. That would be very odd if this was E-Giant. I'm thinking Graveyard or Balloon. The poisons make me think it's Graveyard, which is a little bit scary if I'm being honest with you guys, because we're running Cannoneer. This is definitely Graveyard now that I see that Ice Wizard, and Graveyard is a scary matchup for us. Oof, okay, he hit us with the Goblinstein. Please don't Graveyard. We would be in so much trouble if he did. Let's Valkyrie right here. He just used his Barb Barrel, so I wonder if I can get away with doing like a Goblin Gang behind this. Let's see if we can get something out of that. And then he's going to Defensive Poison. So we're going to get the Valkyrie on the tower, though. That's actually huge. Oh, he Tornado. Come on. Can we get the Little Prince ability off? Let's go. Okay, nice. We're going to get that on the tower, I think. So we're going to get some pretty good damage out of that, I think. Yeah, okay, that's good. The Guardian came in clutch there for us. So at the moment, we're kind of in the territory of being able to chip his tower down and go for Firecracker lineups. If he starts up like a slow push in the left side, then he's going to be in quite a bit of trouble. He just used his poison, so we could Mortar, but I think he'll play the cannon. I'm just going to let him do it though. That's okay. I'm not super worried about it. I just need to get something going. And then I'm going to hold on to my evil Firecracker. I'm going to kind of keep it in my pocket for a second here. Okay, he just played the Goblin Stein. Let's go ahead. Let's Valkyrie here. And then let's do a little Prince right here. There is the Graveyard. So I'm going to Goblin Gang here. And then even if he pops that Goblin Stein ability, it's actually not going to do a ton for him here. Like, obviously he's going to get some good damage. But I think that we can get a decent counter push here. Because I can go for the evil Firecracker right here as well. Because he's going to have to Bar Barrel on the Skeleton Barrel. And then we don't even get any splash damage. Wow. But at least we do get a Mortar shot on the tower. I can Goblin Gang. And then, I guess realistically he got a decent amount of damage. Oh, we can just Fireball all of this and get rid of it. And then I'm just going to wait a second and then I'm just going to log this. So we'll do that. He poisoned, so we'll log. And then let's get a Valkyrie here. Oh my gosh, those skeletons did way more than I was expecting. But I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get damage on the tower or not. We just got to go aggressive here. He's going to go for the Tornado. Let's go ahead and Fireball on the tower here as well, just to try to get that damage, and that's going to be a win. Oh my goodness, I'm glad we won that. Let's give him a good game. Every matchup is close on this. All right, guys, last matchup. I feel like every single matchup has come down to the wire. I feel like I've been dominating for like the first 2 minutes, and then in the last minute, I just lose my brain because I'm like, oh, I'm up by so much, I don't need to focus as much, and then I almost choke it. So we're going to have a good matchup here. I'm feeling it. I'm going to lock in and not make that same mistake. I think that we're pretty well equipped to deal with these recruits here. The only thing is it's not going to be the greatest elixir exchange for us because we didn't really have the ability to pull everything into the middle this time, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. He's going to play the E-Spirit there. Is not going to work out, so we will get the Little Prince and the Spear Goblins on the tower. That's going to be huge damage for us. I'm loving that, but we can't get too over. Ooh, that is going to be good Fireball value, assuming we don't miss. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, this guy is like getting destroyed. Let's play the Skeleton Barrel, keep that Firecracker alive, because then he's gonna have to log, or play the Zappies. That's cool as well. And then let's Goblin Gang here. Just keep that Firecracker going and doing her thing. See if we can get some nice damage out of the Spear Goblins and everything. He's gonna Flying Machine again. Firecracker will shoot it and get some good damage on it, and then I will probably let that just get on my tower and play the Mortar, because I feel like we have him in such an elixir deficit because he played the Recruit's first play, that as long as we just keep pressing him, he's going to be in trouble. He played the Goblin Cage, but that's actually going to give us a Mortar lock when it goes down. So he's going to have to play something else if he wants to kite, or he's just going to have to hope that Goblin Cage does his thing. The E-Spirit, I'm not worried about that, but I am going to use my Valkyrie to keep the Mortar alive a little bit longer because he's not going to have elixir. As you can see, we are just predicting this guy's whole life. Holy crap. Okay, what do we want to do? I'm going to Firecracker here, I think, and get some damage on the tower. Boom. And then what do I want to do? What do I feel like doing, guys? Let's play the Skeleton Barrel, keep that pressure up. He's gonna have to Bar Barrel. Firecracker on the opposite lane, we'll probably get a shot off, but it doesn't really matter. Recruits, okay, that's interesting. That was an interesting play, if I'm being honest with you guys. I'm going to Defensive Mortar. I'm doing it really low, and I promise there's a reason for that. I'm not stupid. I don't want to play it high because the Flying Machine would take it down, as you can see here. And I know as soon as I play my Fireball, he's going to go for the Royal Hogs and try to overwhelm me. Yeah, nice try, brother. So we're just going to Fireball all of that. And then I don't care about that Flying Machine. I've got really good damage. And then let's play the Goblin Gang here. Let's see if we can get him to use a Bar Barrel. I'm going to log right here, and then the Firecracker should shoot across. Maybe doesn't look like it will, but we took everything out. We got the evil Firecracker on that side. We got a Valkyrie in front of our Mortar. He's probably going to go for recruits pretty soon, so let's get everything down. We got really good damage on both lanes. That was a horrible Skeleton Barrel though. I don't know what I was thinking with that, but that's okay. Okay, let's Fireball here, and then I am going to have to play my Goblin Gang, unfortunately. Hopefully he doesn't predict us with arrows. Doesn't look like he was going to, so that's good. And then he has to deal with the left side because his tower is so low. So I'm going to play the Mortar onto this lane. And then one Mortar shot plus a log will take those Zappies out. And then we got the lock on the tower, so that's amazing. Let's get the Skeleton Barrel here. We can get the Valkyrie onto the right side. And that is going to be a win for us. It looks like he gave up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it.